For me, I wasn't really worried about that. I was really worried about just, practices and this fall camp, and, that's up to, Mr. Anderson and Mr. Michael Crow about what they do. But for me, it's just, getting worried about this fall camp and this season.
What was some of the play calls in that last drive?
Ooh, there was a couple good ones. We had a great run. I called the same thing, same formation, kind of wanted to do that play action. He made a great ball to the corner. He had the home run post or the pylon post. It's Coben. But he made a great read, great throw. I wish we would have capped it off for the touchdown, but it was a lot of fun, making those game calls and really feeling like a coach out there.
Trent, what do you learn as a play caller versus being just the quarterback?
I think a lot of people don't understand how hard it is to get a play call in, to get your personnel in, what players you want on the field. So it's 40 seconds, so there's a lot to think about, and but just trying to think of one step ahead. If we complete this pass, what are we going to do? If we get stopped, if we get a holding call, are we going to go 12 personnel, 11 personnel? So I think it's a lot harder than people think, but it was definitely a lot of fun.
How do you feel this first week of fall camp is kind of built off what you were able to do in spring?
Yeah, I think obviously the first couple of days it's going to be kind of getting out of the wrinkles and everything like that, but finally getting back on the field, we're 20-something days away from our first game. So obviously the first couple of days weren't as smooth as we wanted to, but offensively I feel like we picked it up the last couple of days, and our defense is one of the best defenses we're going to see all season. So really just getting a great look from them and pushing each other.
As far as the competing with the other quarterbacks, it looks like you're also supporting them too. How does that dynamic work, the competition, but also
Most definitely. I think we have a lot of good quarterbacks, just on the field, but also, off the field. We always, are communicating with what we see on the field. We're hanging out in the locker room. It's not like there's, some diversity in the locker room between all the guys. We have a young guy in Jaden. We have a couple older guys in Drew and Jacob that have, been at other college universities than me. I've been at ASU, and we just added Hunter. So I think, there's a good camaraderie, within the group, within the
What's the number one most important individual thing for you to improve on in the next 2 weeks?
I would just say being more consistent, just getting a better understanding of my play call, why is the coach calling this play, where are my reads, is there any checks I need to be alert to, but that just takes time. It takes reps throwing to some guys that I haven't thrown to before in the spring. Jake Smith's obviously healthy and he's fast as can be, so just making sure we're on the same page, and I think the more reps we get, the better we'll be.
Trent, you talk about some of those reads that you're looking at. Is there any reads specifically that you feel like you're recognizing more during this first week?
Yeah, I would say we just had a counter to Javen. He scored, and I was telling my coach I felt like pre-snap I kind of could play the play out before it even happened. So knowing this is a great look what we want, we have numbers to the boundary. So if we could pull a kick out, pull a lead through, Javen might go untouched, and Andre did a great job on the corner. He ran him off and then still blocked him in the end zone. So I think just getting a better understanding of the feel for the offense, and like I said, when you can get a good understanding of what's going to happen pre-snap, it makes it a lot easier and a lot of fun.
What's your level of comfort with calling audible and your checks when you're up at the line of scrimmage?
Definitely more comfortable now. Obviously there's always room for improvement, and I think that's one thing that Bo did something great last year at Oregon is if Coach Dillingham called a play but it wasn't the look they wanted, Bo felt comfortable enough to check a play and feel confident in it. You don't want to be up there, should I check it, should I not? You want to be on the same page as the coach, and obviously if we can do that as a quarterback room, it's going to be more successful for the offense.
You mentioned Jake. What have you seen from him, and what does he bring to his room and this team?
Yeah, Jake is somebody I've grown up playing against. Played him in 7-on-7, saw him in high school a couple times. He's somebody that's just going to work hard. He's not going to say much. He's a quick dude, but I think over this fall camp, people have definitely respected, and I was like, wow, who's that? Because obviously in spring he was kind of banged up, but he's just somebody that shows you, it doesn't matter, how much adversity you go through. As long as you put your head down and work, it's going to be a positive outcome.
Do you tell any of your teammates this was the man in Arizona?
Oh,
football?
I tell them, but people are like, wow, he's at speed. I'm like, you guys don't understand. He was the Gatorade National Player of the Year, not just the state of Arizona, but national. He's somebody that is going to make a lot of explosive plays. I think our senior year in 4 games he had 22 touchdowns or something like that. So to have 4 or 5 touchdowns a game is something remarkable, and I'm just excited for him to do it in front of his friends and family at our stadium.
Trent, do you feel like right now you're right where you want to be?
Yeah, I definitely think, there's always room for improvement. Obviously there are some throws that I missed or some reads that I missed, but, that's all a part of growing as a quarterback and just, getting back in the fall camp. But I definitely I'm excited to get some more reps and, to start doing more scrimmages, making it more game-like. Obviously, practices are going to be scripted, but I love it when, when it's not scripted, you just play the game and it's just like a real Saturday night.
Thanks, Trent.